Hello, hello, hello. That was insanely good timing because um I had crashed and I was in queue for the last like 10 minutes. You guys probably can't see. How's everyone doing today? I know. Today's going to be fucked. It's going to be a rough one. I hope everyone is doing well. I crashed again. Uh-oh. Not looking good. I wonder if I'm crashing because what I understand it's bubbled in Armadillo. I don't know if that's still the case or if they kick people out. I wonder if it's because I'm trying to load in there. For those that don't know, they don't do gravestones anymore. So we talked to Wiccan and we're gonna share Isaac's gravestone. Oh, you could do whatever you want, Nat. Feel free to do whatever you want. Post them wherever. As long as the people in that Discord are okay with it. I'll have the rest in peace video on YouTube, but I'll probably add some scenes from the funeral into the video. All right, third time's a charm. Yeah, dude, show Lenny some love, man. It's not been easy on Lenny. Oh, we should probably turn on TeamSpeak, huh? Imagine that stream. Imagine that funeral stream where we just don't talk. Or we don't hear them talking. It's just a dead body and music playing. She can't see me? Uh-oh. It's gonna be a short funeral. Tell her to go out and try to grab someone that can see me. Wait, if you do slash perma, you can't hear them talking? Oh, then I'm glad I didn't do it yet. I haven't done it yet. I need to ask bot if I'm able to do creative realm with the slash perma. I can't hear them. I will tell you guys this. Something's gonna happen at the funeral. I gotta ask for perms, even though Zip's dead. So some shit's gonna pop off. Being bubbled at your own funeral? I would just raid Millie and just go watch with you guys. Can no one see me? There has to be someone in town that can see Zip. I'm interested to see who shows up too. I know one person that's guaranteed. So the 3 guests, one had a very unfortunate timing of things. The other 2, well, you'll see why they're not here later. And then, but we got Pip. To stop the bubbling, I told Millie to tell people, like, if they just want to come say their goodbyes, to do it at, like, 6 o'clock. I know Davey is live on Pip. At least he was before I started. I've been literally... I woke up at 3 a.m. today and started editing until, like, 9:30 in the morning. And then... I hopped in a call with Lenny for a couple hours and went over some things. And then... Fucking, I go to start editing at like noon or whatever. No, it had to be before, whatever. 3 hours got deleted pretty much of me just straight up editing. I didn't notice it until like 2 hours ago, so I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to rush this last 2 hours. It's been around a long time. There's gonna be a lot of people that are coming. I knew his funeral was gonna be big. I don't know if I should relog or... I don't want to risk relogging. I see them, but they can't see me and I can't hear them. And she's still not saying, God damn it. I might relog. Technically, can't they just wait outside Armadillo if they want to be part of the last ride? No, don't worry about doing shoutouts. There's going to be too many people to do shoutouts. I'll say something.
Okay. See you later, Dan.
Oh, I hear people. I hear people.
I think that helped.
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be out in a couple minutes.
A
then.
lot of
Okay,
people
yeah,
from
yeah.
KG are here. They're just not on the same characters.
I love you.
God damn it.
And I'll miss you.
Fuck.
We got this, Brittany.
Oh, god damn it. Oh.
Every
Is that Bud in a fucking tuxedo?
where was the fanfare?
Pip. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna miss him too. He was never making it out. The perma was coming. It's just not a lot of RP and just leaving. I wanted to give them something to push towards. And this maniac does not get a happy ending. Oh my god, Zip comes back as Jesus, and then I get banned. Oh my god.
Okay then.
And it's been some time since I've seen you. It's all right. I met you my first day in the...
What was your name?
Yeah, I'm afraid to do the perma. I mean, obviously we did the perma, but like, do slash perma. Not just the sound, but I want to be able to do a creative realm video. The swimming horse. Yeah, because every like month it saves. You put what's ties on YouTube? What? You could do it when you do slash perma, but wait, there's a creative realm thing that we're gonna be doing. And I don't know if that like locks the character out, because once you do slash perma, you can't be rezzed again. Thank you, Angel. This is so many people on the last ride. Is there people already at the fucking spot too? Or is this everybody? Because if this is everybody, that's a fucking shit ton. We're gonna be here all night. There are other people at the funeral spot? Oh my god.
What did I fucking miss it?
And they say Zip Quil wasn't a legend. I don't know who says that. I don't think anyone says that, but there's haters. I don't know. There has to be someone. Philly! I wish we could do the fucking perma thing. Okay, Millie better shoot whoever has a lantern. I did tell chat that the day I permed, I said if Philly hasn't been here in a while, I'm gonna perma.
Oh, I remember this place. Plainview.
There's gonna be overpopulation of horses. So they don't do any gravestones anymore. So Zip and Isaac are gonna share one, but they're gonna blow Zip up. So he's not really going in the dirt.
Back up.
Did I just hear Ollie? Is Ollie here? They were going to, but I told them it's gonna be weird because I know deputies are probably gonna go. Like, there's gonna be a handful of deputies. Yeah, I think it's the devs leaving. They fucking better leave a dead horse at Zip's grave. See, if everyone just killed their horses, we'd have a pretty good sacrifice for the week. It'd only be a fraction of what Zip would do, but it's enough.
Rob them.
The Kettle Kid Cave.
Are we gonna pick it up?
Alright, let's ride.
This is one of the only
Alright.
things I requested is she has to haul ass with Zip on the horse. At one point. That and Kettle Kid Cave are the two things that I was like, if you're doing a last ride, you have to go to Kettle Kid Cave and fucking haul ass and don't use trails. So 3 things, I guess. And I really hope someone crashes. I also wish there was like a dismount from horse so Zip could just fly off the horse. Like right at the cliff when they haul ass, just fly off the cliff. Oh my god, getting all the horses up here is gonna be crazy. People are gonna get in-capped leaving the funeral. If they don't kill 21 horses, I do know that, like, because of the law being there, they were iffy about it, but I do know that after the funeral... So once they blow Zip up, it's F8 quit. We're raiding Lenny. But, after the funeral, they're gonna go out and kill a bunch of horses. Like the Quil gang is. So, there will be horse deaths. I'm gonna whisper just in case I hot mic. She is. She's gonna keep streaming. I told her that there has to be a POV of the Quills with everything that's gonna be going on afterwards. So you have her, you'll have Wicked Phoenix on Oscar. Nova on Carrie.
My God. Jesus Christ. Fuck off. Hey, listen. Why did he have to pick such a fucking awkward spot to get to? My God.
You can blame Isaac for that one.
Oh. Great job, Zip, you fucker.
Cheddar made it. He's over. Yeah, he's over standing up at Rowan and Jonesy's grave.
My God.
Somebody grab that, please.
I got it.
Thank you. Just
Okay.
tie it on real quick.
Actually, can I have that as a souvenir?
Yes.
I'll pay
Yes.
$1 for
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes. Tell Lenny yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm just gonna turn it into like,
There you go,
I don't know,
pal.
a hand rest or something. Maybe like a walking stick. My God.
He's a fucking pirate.
It's
It's
Zip,
kismet.
right? $1,000. I think that's fair.
Just fill it with whole
$3,000. My God.
not 10.
Oh fuck, here we go. Oh my god. This is gonna be fucked. Sad.
I wanted to thank you all for coming here today to remember the life of Zip Quil. Zip meant everything to me. He was my best friend. He was my mentor, my protector. My life definitely changed the day that I met Zip Quil. 24 hours to live, he said. But instead, he gave me a family. And a family that I'll forever cherish. He will always be remembered as a friend, a brother, a husband and father, a fighter, and a fearless leader. He lived and died for the will of the Quil. Zip was famous for his brutal honesty and keeping his word. He will live on in our memories and stories, much like he made others live on in their memories and stories. I found Zip's will in the apartment that we shared together. And, well, it wouldn't be a true Zip funeral if I didn't read a monologue, so bear with me here. Zip said, "If you're reading this, then I didn't make it to England. I'm sure there's a castle in hell somewhere. Don't worry, I'll find it. You're probably all here for a Zip monologue. Millie, this is where I leave you 45 minutes to give one. but instead he wrote his own. And he says, "Since she probably didn't do a monologue, I guess I'll have to do one even in death. Now that I'm dead, there's going to be a lot of people talking shit. They're going to use my name as a way to hurt you. You being those that are hurt, there's probably a reason they waited until I died for them to speak with their chest. I think that's something I've always wanted to do, strictly because not enough people did. If I didn't like you, you'd know it. The unfortunate part is if I did like you, you probably didn't know it. I've used my words to hurt a lot of people. I would pull on nerves that are easily accessible, but I should have tugged on the nerves that deserved love. There's a good chance that if you're standing here, I liked you. Or maybe I didn't, but Millie felt bad not inviting you. If by now you've started crying, the lesson I've learned from a wise man is if someone is upset, you should tell them to relax. So relax. I also heard you should tell them to breathe too. If I died in a violent rage or murdered, the only ones I want looking for them is the Quills. I've made a lot of poor decisions in my life. Hell, maybe one ended up me here. But there are 4 things I've done right. I went out west in the fall of 1901. I found my wife in a cave in the winter of 1901. I made the Quills in the spring of 1902. And the last thing was found in a weird miner in Ansburg in 1903. Now, we can argue that all of those things happened because of a poor decision I made. But if we're going to count those, then this would be a lot longer than a 45-minute monologue. See, there is no other gang like the Quills. There's no other family. That not only does a single word define the integrity of a man, but it can put a smile, a frown, a tear on just about anyone we come across. When I met Jack, I was running away from that name. It wasn't until Isaac, Daza, Jonesy, Barton, Indy, and Rowan that the name became more than just a name. It became our own principles. You see, the crossing is going to be split 50-50 between those that say I have no principles and those that say I followed them to a T. Truth is, they're both wrong. The Kettleman gang taught me the West. My wars taught me the East. But it's that name that taught me my principles. Now that word can be argued for its origin or overuse, but there's a reason why it was overused. It meant something. But see, for me, it meant everything. I've been called every name in the book, so I needed something to call myself, something I believed myself. But not only that, but for something for those that believed that followed. Not everyone was taught the same way I was taught. I was taught not only through experience, but also my failures. Funny thing about failures is the teaching moment you get from it, what I taught myself from it. Up top, the 4 listed things I won't consider failure. The reason why I ask for no one else to get involved in this war, the reason why I say to let the Quills handle it, is because I don't trust anyone else to. The Quills know why they would be fighting, not for blood, not for someone talking shit on the dead, but for those things that combined us, the love we feel for each other, the bond that is created when we adopt someone into this crazy fucking family. Millie, stop making them climb into horses. I hope the Quills here and now haven't give up on that. I hope Daza, Indy, Millie, Bud, Harry, Todd, Olivia, and Evelyn, I hope you find your way. Whether that is doing your own thing, avenging me, or joining a different gang. Whatever the reason may be, remember to do it with your with conviction. Remember who we are and remember why you are here. Don't ever forget the will of the Quil. For those that are here for another reason, I have a secret. Very few people knew this about me. Every action I made, I felt if I hurt you, if I killed your family. Hi, Zoe. Every action I made, it wasn't just Jessica dealing punishments. There were times that I felt weak, but I had to remain strong. I want to say it's because I needed to be strong for everyone else, but that's not true. It's because I was afraid of my own mind after doing something. I think a lot of people here could attest to that. I wasn't afraid of much. It was the consequences of my actions that haunted me most. I don't know if I'm in hell dealing with those consequences, or if death has deemed me free of those charges. This is going to be the last thing I say to those that have gathered here today, and that's goodbye. We all know that Sisika was the punishment made by man, but I think the punishment from the gods is my memory. I may have forgot your name on occasion, but I never forgot our stories. I think that's what I go to hell with, or purgatory. It's a constant reminder of those that I've hurt, a constant reminder for those that have died, and a constant reminder for all the pain I've ever felt. I think the person that knew me most in this life is Millie Quil. I know this isn't going to be easy on her. If there is one person I wish it would be easy on, is her. Anyone here that are riding for her, you better listen. Anyone here that ends up riding against her, you better listen. I taught her everything I know. I taught her how and when to use that knowledge, and I've been since the day that we met. I'll be that devil on her shoulder. Thank you for coming. And if you cared for me to show up, care enough to make sure she is safe. And if anyone here lives in Saint Denis, you can finally tell those city slickers that the city still isn't fucking safe, fellas. Just kidding, it probably is, but don't tell anyone in the city that is. I would like to take this time to invite anyone to come forward if they would like to share some words or stories about Zip, or if you would like to just have a private moment with him before we lay him to rest. There's 2 crates over there that we all filled with food. So if you're hungry, thirsty, but thank you. Thank you all for being here.
To some, he was a father. To some, he was a brother. To others, he was family. And to very many, he was a monster. People will call him all of those things, and all of those are true. But the fact of the matter is, this monster, so they call him, treated me better than any of my real family ever did, any of my blood ever did. Gave me opportunity where I had none. Gave me hope where I had none. Gave me a roof, gave me more than he'd ever know. I think one thing we can all agree about with Zip is whatever he said it with his chest. And he spoke the truth always. He never minced his words. He hated horses. But one thing about Zip was his convictions, and he always stuck true to them to the end. He stuck true to those convictions. Me and a lot of the other outlaws out west, we all stand on the shoulders of Zip Quil. My brother, my family. It's hard to fathom, I'm sure, for everyone. But I think it falls on a lot of people here to keep his memory going. Zip, Quill's ideals won't die with Zip. The West won't die with Zip. I'm gonna make damn sure of that. You all could give me a moment. Hey, brother, I'm whispering now. I can't fucking believe you're not here. Shit. Um, I met with Alice last night. You're the only person that knows this other than me, but she came last night and she wanted to be here. But I'm gonna put this by your grave, and I just want you to see it before you go.
What could it be? Oh my god. The bank job photo. Or maybe of her kids? Oh, it is of them. Aw.
That's them. It's them, Zip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you. Thank you for everything you did for me, for giving me a chance, for showing me the way it is out here. Thank you so much. I owe you everything, Zip. I love you, man. I swear, this elephant rifle you gave me, the devil's advocate, You listen to me and you listen good, I swear. On my life, I fucking swear it. I'm going to use this elephant rifle to blow a hole in Cucamonga's head.
I think it would just shoot his head off. But thank
Trust in
you,
that, brother.
Daza. No, we can't have in character kid. Well, you can't have a character kid that you had on the server. The kids are on WildRP. I'm not sure, Falcor. I'm not sure.
This Quil, first friend that I made when I got to the crossing.
In the orange field.
I was just a lonely man trying to find his way, picking oranges. Not sure where I was going to go with my life. And I was approached by Zip. We had a conversation. Then he asked me if I wanted to go rob a deputy. So I said, sure. And we robbed a deputy. Actually, that deputy over there, Cliff Otis.
Cliff Otis. That was from Wallaby.
And the rest is kind of just history.
Cliff Otis.
I owe a lot of what I have and what I am today to Zip Quil. He was a mentor to me as well. Love him or hate him, you know his name. For one reason or another, Zip Quil left his mark on the crossing
Thank you,
in a way that
Christina.
nobody else ever could have. He'll always be remembered for imposing his will in his own unorthodox way, but he always got shit done. He was one of the most loyal people I've ever met. And I'm thankful for everything and every moment that I got to spend with him.
The way did that slash me implies that Barton and Zip were just going around holding hands all the time, and that was his last time doing it. I need you to know that they've only held hands twice. Falcor, meta. Dude, this is fucked, man. The original Quills. Ugh.
I don't know
Twice on God's Day.
what kind of speech you make here when someone so monumentally important to you dies. I don't know the appropriate way to act or to feel I have said so many things to Zip in these past week that he's been gone, and the weeks before he's been gone, that I think he knows exactly how I feel about him. My family is scattered along this mountainside, from Zip to Isaac, Rowan, and Jonesy. The people that I started my journey with, they're almost all gone. And I feel lonely. Zip Quil was not just my leader. He was my idol. My everything. Every principle that I have now, I owe to Zip. The strength that I have to ride out and to wake up each morning is thanks to Zip. This family that I don't deserve is thanks to Zip. Today is a day I never wanted to come. I spent every day this week dreading it, and here it is. Zip. I love you. In the most platonic but profound sense of the word. Life will never be the same without you. But I promise you this. I won't leave Millie's side. And when I told you the day that I joined the Quil gang that I was here until the very end, the bitter end. I mean to the end of it all. To the end of the Quil gang, our family. I'll never leave. I'll be by her side. Goodbye, Zip Quil. The greatest man I've ever known, despite some people's opinions. He was good to us and everything to me.
My name is Juliet Landry. Most of you will have no idea who I am at all. But
Juliet.
Zip hired me to write his biography. And I was in the process of writing it. So while you have potentially no idea who I am, I know a lot of y'all's names, a lot of y'all's history, because he spoke about you a lot. And if it's all right, I wrote something up for him. I've spent a great deal of time unraveling the life of a man who left more than footprints in the dust of the West. He left scars on both the land and on the hearts of those who knew him. Zip Quil wasn't a man you could know halfway. He either claimed a piece of you, or you fought to keep him at bay. Sometimes both. And the time I spent trying to understand him, I found myself reflecting on something Zip had said to me once. He spoke about the thrill of living on the edge, about the clarity it brought, how everything seemed sharper, more alive. But beneath that adrenaline, there was always a current of something heavier, an awareness of what he was doing to himself and to others. He never called it regret, but I think it lived somewhere in his silence when the thrill wore off. There's a lesson there, one that I think only comes from someone who burned so brightly and destructively. Zip knew how fleeting life was. He understood how quickly things could unravel, how one moment could define everything. And yet, for all of his chaos, there was a strange steadiness to him when it came to the people he cared about. He wanted them to live, to thrive, even as he pulled them into danger. For those of you who loved him, who hated him, or who lived somewhere in the in-between, let his story remind you that life doesn't have to be lived on the edge to feel meaningful. There's a sharper clarity in quiet moments, in choosing kindness over cruelty, in holding on to the people who matter while you still can. Zip left behind a legacy of contradictions, a man who was both protector and destroyer, a monster and a man. What you take from his life and how you carry it forward is yours to decide. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Even in the darkest of people, there's a flicker of life worth seeing. And I think he'd encourage you to hold on to it.
Holy shit. I don't think anyone told her that we fed Chet, the ranger.
Howdy, Zip. Fortunately, I'll be short and sweet, much like this gift I have for you today.
Peter!
I'm sure your peers, family, and your friends have much better words to say to you. But I'm here to honor the respect and pride I have for you, as I would consider someone as our second lifelong and best customer.
You're goddamn right.
Someone that's was quite enjoyed a nice refreshing bottle of banana cream. Take this as a as completing a final supply.
Someone's gonna come back just to steal the lockbox. And I'm okay with it.
Some of you folks may not know me. My name is Ida. I met Zip in Blackwater after a particular horrendous day. I thought I had lost everything.
He helped me kill somebody.
It's funny because his intent was to rob me, but I guess he felt sorry enough to take me to a small island with his folks and have a conversation instead. I eventually let up and told him I was sick of people telling me what was best for me and how I should lead my life. And Zip not once tried to direct me to a certain path. Instead, he asked me what I wanted to do. I told him I was angry, and then I told him what I wanted. We went out to do that very thing. And I apologized for being specific in my choices, but he didn't judge me, not once. He told me this was for me, it goes the way that I want it to. And for the first time in my entire fucking life, I felt like I was in control of something of my choice. And I couldn't have been able to do that without him, without his aid, his unconditional support towards a very, very broken person he had just met. I'll be honest, I don't really know what he saw in me, but he didn't turn me away. He was just there. He did everything and more for me, someone who was just done with this place and its people. I'm not an optimistic person. I think hope and faith are lies to keep us going forward, but Zip gave me that hope. The last time I saw him, he was there for me again, at my worst. You think it couldn't get any worse, huh? He took me under his wing again. The most selfless of selfless people. He was a good man, and he was good to me, and he was quickly becoming someone I looked up to. A mentor. I was meant to head to England with him. He told me he'd ask me again when the time came if I still felt like leaving. Zip, I'm sorry you couldn't make it back to your family. I'm glad I went out of my comfort zone and gave him a hug the last time I saw him. And that's my last memory of him. He was positive in all factors in my mind, and I look forward to sharing that in the future. And I thank you to all his people that were also there during these moments. You're all good people despite the things we've endured.
He is in a fucking tux.
I'm so fucking sorry, Zip. I know not to blame myself, but I still feel like I could have tried harder to get away from them. Then you wouldn't be laying here. And you'd be able to take the fox I made for you, bring it back to England. You had a good death, at least. And I'll be damn sure your name's never forgotten, too. Thanks for all the chances, Zip.
I hope Carrie just stays there the rest of the funeral, so if people try to whisper something, it's just Carrie drawing them. She's lying. I'm Zip IRL. Just ask my neighbor's horses. Oh, that's right. You can't. Fucking Heidi. I think the wheat and the banana bread is the two biggest self-inserts, and the leg.
This is so you remember what you look like to
Aww.
certain people.
I'll show you the picture she drew
And
of Zip.
well, you're gonna get hungry on your journey. Plus, if you need to write notes because Millie's not there, you have that too. I'll keep shouting at her to write notes. Maybe we'll carry it on with Bud.
This is the painting she drew.
This is so you never forget that time we went flying off the hill, where you flipped my head off. You taught me how to stand up for myself because I've been alone for so long. I think you showed more care for me than my brother ever did.
Oh, shit. Shots fucking fired.
But, when our journey resides together, you know, when we stop dreaming, I kind of think I'm dead. Like I never made it here. I just want to thank you for being my person. Give me hope. Give me anything. And teaching me. I just want you to know that Blaze is teaching me how to shoot better, so next time I actually can shoot someone in the face. And,
You can't hear them?
we'll always be warriors.
What are they looking at?
Don't forget it. Have a safe trip.
Oh, sorry. Carrie talks very quietly, too, so...
Oh, well, it's probably gonna be a short one for me, Zip, but we only got to know each other for a short amount of time, but even in that short amount of time, I can generally say that you changed my life, to be honest. Gave me a family where I feel I've never really had one. Allowed me to be myself where others put me in a cage, and honestly allowed me to be free and just not afraid to be unapologetically myself. I will do everything that I can humanly possible to make sure that Millie and everybody is okay. When she is at her lowest, I will do everything that I can to be her rock. And I look forward to hearing all the stories and everything that you taught her so I can understand you better, but with that week with you, I never felt more free in my entire life, so thank you. Thank you for leading me here. Thank you for when I was at my lowest, just bringing me in, not making me question myself or question my worth or anything, and just making me feel at home. Thank you for leading me home, Miss Daisy.
We had such a successful cult. Look at all these people that are just talking about Zip helping them with their impulses.
Sad to see you go, bud. It is sad to see you go, buddy. Never should have went out like that. Gonna miss you, truly.
Benji.
Even though you got me wanted, and then you go and die on me. I love you, mate.
I love you too, Benji. And Sweet Pea.
Hello.
Is that sex? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're here, you're dead.
Good observation.
I didn't get arrested yet.
What is he doing?
Quite frankly, I'm glad you're dead, you son of a bitch. I should be taking your leg and playing baseball with it, hitting some oranges. But no, you get to rest in the ground. You get to escape it all. Whilst I stay here and I wear the badge and I take bullets. Just not from you. I'm here because of Sarah. I'll never get closure for what you did to me. Try to blow me up, try to eat my tongue.
Finally, someone
Well, good night,
speaking
sweet
how
prince.
big of a piece of shit he was.
You will be missed, Zip.
Rezo, thank you for the raid, man. No, if you're streaming me, what the fuck? God damn it. I'm assuming that the plan isn't happening.
No see, friend. Oh, sorry this has happened to you. Remember the first time I met you? Before you rode for Jack?
Rick!
It's me, Boone.
Rick! Wait,
Ellis.
what?
The old man was there as well. And your brother
Rick!
Ollie. Sitting in the saloon. Tumbleweed playing poker.
With no shirt on.
Didn't know you then, but you had a spark in your eye. I knew you would become something great. But I didn't know how great.
That's bullshit, cool.
Look at all the people here. Everyone you've touched, whether good or bad. You've impacted a lot of people. A lot of people are proud of you.
Oh, Rick.
Glad to have called you a friend. I want to thank you for taking me in when I had no one left. I also want to apologize for abandoning you shortly after joining. I got sick. I wasn't man enough to face you all. Didn't want you to think I was weak. So the best thing for me to do was hide.
For those that don't know, he's dying of tuberculosis.
Only last thing I want to leave you with is the memory of us in Sisika. When Big L forced
My
me to lie to
God.
you, I refused. He beat me,
Yes.
but it was worth every second of that beating to never lie to you. Zip. I don't know any of your new people, but if I get to know them, I will look after them. Brought you a bottle of whiskey. And these, just in case you do happen to wake up, you could catch your breath. Rest easy, friend.
Zip, I don't have words for a group of people. I don't have a speech. I don't have a monologue. Because that's not what I believe in. It never really was. I honestly don't even believe in public funerals. If I'm being honest, I think that it's a private thing. Because funerals are always this weird social obligation. People think that they need to be here when I don't necessarily think that everybody should be. So I won't give some kind of grand big speech. My words are for you. You know, it's so funny and weird sitting here and seeing you here. Because you were always such a unstoppable fucking force of nature. I thought surely that I would end up in the ground long before you did. So think back to the conversation that we had. I told you you couldn't die because I wasn't going to another funeral. Well, I was almost sure as shit. Like I knew for a fact that I was not going to be going to your funeral. So at the time, yes, I laughed about it. Yeah, you told me that if that was the case, then you'd make sure I wasn't going to your funeral. But really, I guess the joke's on you, right? Because here I am, and Millie said she'd never shoot me, by the way. By the way.
Disloyal.
You were always, even after everything. Like you always meant so much to me. I don't think I ever really got a chance to say that. I don't think I really needed to. And everything happened. The Kettleman and the bastards, and I drew a line in the sand where I did. And having a conversation with you was the first thing that I wanted to do. And that was because I knew what would probably follow. So, yes, it was easy to forgive you after that. Because your sense of loyalty was always something that I admired so much. You'll always be one of my best friends. And I do mean that. So this is goodbye until we meet again. Okay. Goodbye.
I'll never forget the time I met my Uncle Zip. It was in Armadillo. He brought me right here to meet my father. And then hid behind the gravestone behind me and pretended to be him. Like he's a ghost or something trying to talk to me. I never really thought much of Zip at the time. Maybe just some kooky uncle that spent too much time in the western sun. Didn't get much time to spend with you, but I do remember some of the memories I had. The one time I threw you in a trough and you shot me in the leg for it. Or that one time where your head got busted up and somebody tried to cauterize it. Or maybe that other time where we were convinced that lady was a vampire, but you tried to marry me off to her because she was rich. But the one memory that will always stick with me is the last memory I had with you, Zip. In your apartment. For hours you were talking about your life, your stories, writing the book that I read back to you. At the time I didn't think much of you, but now I came to find that you were really the only father figure I've had my whole life. I guess in some ways I kind of consider you as one. I am going to miss you. And you have certainly set a standard for what a Quil should be. And I'm going to try my best to live up to it. You don't be annoying my father too much while you're down there, huh? It's already hell enough down there.
Oh, Zip and fucking Isaac are fucking single men in hell, alright? Just saying. Hell, death do us part, motherfuckers.
Zip.
Hip!
When I first started to get to know Zip, and he started to become integrated with us, the Kettleman gang at the time.
So, apparently
I saw
we're
him as a
bubbled.
problem, and he was a problem. And
There's
he knew
people
it.
that are showing up that can't see Zip.
We all knew it. However, I never expected him to be, well, what he became. There was a time where he stepped away and started focusing on him and his people. You. Or some of you, at least most of you around here. I hope I told you this, mate, when you were alive. But if not, I'll tell it you now. We're damn proud of you, mate. Real proud. You rest in peace, my friend.
Aw, Pip.
See you soon, but not too soon. I know we're destined for the same place.
I'll keep a pirate ship in lava for you, buddy.
Oh, that reminds me. A couple of years ago, me and him were having a drink, and he gave me permission to use a little bit of him. Don't question it, where it came from. A little bit of him to make a specific blend of pip juice, and I think now is the perfect time. May I present Zip Juice? I got a bottle for each and every one of you. I will go around. Please continue. I don't want you guys to wait for me, but yeah, I will hand it out, and maybe later we could have a little bit of a drink to zip. Eh? My God.
My God.
Well, hell yeah.
Who's listening to my uncle?
Huh.
I hope he hands the deputies moonshine.
I keep asking myself, why am I here? What am I doing here?
But it's gonna be hard. Fuck.
And I look at you, and I feel so many different things. We had a love-hate relationship. We really did. You've hurt me so many times. But standing here, in the same place where we put Isaac, all I've been thinking about all day is that day.
That we stole your husband's leg and played baseball?
I felt so out of place, as I should have. And I was crying. And I was sat over there where everybody behind me is standing, and I was crying. And it was raining, and it was dark. And then you came over and you picked me up and you gave me a hug. And in that moment, I knew that things between us were fine. They were good. You forgave me. And then it was up and down from there, really. You taught me a lot of things. When I was riding with you, you taught me a lot of things after, when you were hurting me. Fuck you for dying. And fuck you for not coming to say goodbye. I'm never going to forgive you for that. I wish I just hated you. I wish I did. It would be easier, but I don't. I love you too. And I don't like seeing you here. I never wanted to see this. I hope that you rest well. Zip.
I'm just gonna say a few words in private with Zip. Yeah. Oh my God. You poor thing. I'm sorry your life was taken from you so young. If you were young, I don't know your age. I'm gonna miss you, you know that? You know, I know we've known each other for a long time, but we were never really involved with each other's life.
She was Zip's first
But I remember
robbery.
the time you took me out on a date to make my husband jealous. And you're always looking out for me, letting me know there's work to be done. And it's just awful seeing you like this. I mean, I'm so tired of outliving everybody, you know? But I'm gonna live on, of course, and I'm gonna look after Millie, alright? She's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna give you a little flower. There you go. I love you, Zip. Rest well, alright? I love you.
I never told anybody this, and I doubt you even remember it. Months ago, probably, it was probably still 1902. We somehow both ended up at the Kerrigan barbecue, and I was by myself. And you showed up with Ollie. I don't remember who else. I think it was one other person, maybe Isaac. And I think that was the first time we ever really had a conversation. We had met before through business and everything, but I remember it was getting late, and by that point, I was alone. And it was probably just in passing or off the cuff. You invited me to go back out west with you. And it probably would have just ended up in something simple or doing something dumb. But there's been a few times where I wish I did, because I said no. I was tired, I didn't know anybody, I was awkward and afraid to go out, do things with people I didn't really know very well.
Yeah, Angel, I guess we're bubbled. People are trying to show up to DMing me saying they couldn't show up because they can't see
always had a
Zip.
lot of respect for you. I always kind of wondered what we would have ended up doing, even if it really wasn't anything big or important or
It's fucking
notable.
crazy. Oh, August.
I wasn't nearly as close with Zip as a lot of you were, or particularly close. But I care very deeply to a lot of you who were. Even not being close with Zip, he still managed to make some sort of mark, make an impact, make something memorable. He was one of the first people outside of the very select few that I knew that made an effort to get to know me in some sort of fashion. Yeah, the last time I really saw him for an extended amount of time, that wasn't a funeral. In the same 10 minutes, in the same monologue or breath, he went from saying he wanted to shoot me, then he didn't want to shoot me anymore, and then offered to officiate a wedding for a relationship I was not yet in. Somehow,
About right.
somehow he knew when I even didn't what was to come. But I definitely remember. I once watched Zip eat 2 rubies, just no warning, saying nothing, just ate 2 rubies after we sold them to him. Now, the first time you see this happen, you sit there and you go, okay, did you just do what I thought you did, and why the fuck did you just do that? Turns out he actually had a reason for it. And I swear I'll never forget this. He said kind of like how there's that myth with the river Styx where people get buried with coins. He wanted the rubies and the gems and whatever he ate like that to be inside of him, so that when he died and he went to the Undertaker would get payment, so that he'd be able to pay the Undertaker himself while he did the work. And as silly as it might sound, I thought that was actually, I don't know, just made you really think about, still doing things for those who do things for you, even after you're gone. He might have been predictably unpredictable, but he still managed to leave a mark even on people who weren't close with him.
I really hope someone tries to cut Zip open and find those rubies, but they're scattered across McFarland's ranch.
Know you very well. That's for damn sure. But you did a lot for someone that I really cared about. Nigel deserved justice, and you got that for him. That's what brought me and Millie together. You took Olivia in when she didn't have a place. My family. You took in Evelyn when she didn't have a place. Made her feel important, like she's cared for. And I know you probably wouldn't remember my name, and that's okay. All that matters is you did more for them than most people would. And that's so fucking honorable.
want you to rest easy knowing that they're cared for. They've got people behind them to fight for them.
Then it says this has to be one of the biggest. I don't. It's crazy people are fucking bubbled.
God, this feels really strange for me to stand here. Zip and I had a complicated relationship. I don't really understand it still. I don't know if he did. But I first met Zip 2 years ago. I'd got stabbed enough to die in Braithwaite Manor, of all places. And he found me, and he saved my life. And then over those years, I don't know, some kind of friendships. And then sometimes it was really horrible. I've had some really shit times. But I'm going to choose to remember the good ones. They were there. I once read Zip a poem in a gun store in Valentine. It was written by a criminal to me when I was trying to become a deputy, and I shared it with him, and I'll share it today. A story of right and wrong. The outlaw rides out and lives by the gun, looks over their shoulder and lives life on the run. A deputy slaves through the night until they feel their job is done right. And while they may differ in a lot of ways, they both move forward in search of brighter days. For what is one without the other? Both have lies and truths they hope to uncover. What if they are both the same? Who's to say they aren't both to blame? I spoke to Zip recently, and I told him I still kept a telegram that he sent me from something that happened a while back that was really horrible. I don't know when this was, about a week ago. They raped me. And he said I'd take it back. All the pain. Not for nothing. Keep this one close. Burn the other. Love Zip Quil. That's what I'll do. I'll remember the good times, Zip. Rest in peace. I hope you find it.
God damn it, Zip. You know, I was standing over there, Zip, and I didn't know if I was going to come over here and say mean things or say nice things. But I think I'll do a little bit of both. I didn't think I was ever going to outlive you, Zip. You know, I've known you for quite some time, and shit, before I was a deputy, and there's a lot of things I actually have to be thankful to you for. It's kind of a bittersweet moment. You know, way back when, before I was a deputy, you took my granddaughter and me in, and you taught my granddaughter a few things I was never able to teach her, and for that, I'll actually be forever grateful for you. And you taught me how to survive and stuff like that, and you know, I'm thankful for that and all that, but there's one thing I never admitted to you while you was living. One thing that I told a few deputies, but only a handful of people ever knew. I had a soft spot for you, Zip. When chasing after you, it was a conflicting moment every time. Because I still considered you a friend from before. But, you did do some bad things to me and to my friends, but a part of me likes to think that you had a soft spot for me too, because you ain't never hurt me. And I'm gonna go on thinking that, because it's just gonna be easier to do that. One thing I want to say is fuck you for making me kneel down, you son of a bitch. My knees can't handle it. But I want you to know that I'll never forget the nickname Clit Otis. I will wear that name like a badge of honor to the day I die. Hell, that might be soon. I got one thing for you, Zip. Now you can say in the afterlife that even in death you robbed Clit Otis.
Aw, Clit. We never found him.
Zip, you walked with a strength that few of us possess. You faced each day with a smile and a determination that inspired all of us. The fire's a little bit colder without you, the road a little lonelier. Gonna miss all the stories you told. I'm gonna miss the way you faced the world, brave and proud. Rest easy, brother.
How many day and night cycles have we been here? Red Lance. No, I think he's just being quiet. Typing up a /me.
Quil, my friend. I know I will see you again. Yawaste, Zip Quil.
Holy shit. Oh god, she's crawling inside Zip again.
I want you to know that I love you so much. You were my best friend. You were my brother. You were like a father. You were my grandpappy. And you're my Brittany. I'll never worry about forgetting you, Zip. I'll have you with me always. And I promise,
She is, Jedi.
I promise, I will do whatever I can to keep you alive and in everyone's memories. I will keep your stories going. I'm gonna miss you. Thank you for giving me everything that you've given me. I'll never say goodbye to you.
We're still in Isaac's, crazy. Well, not still in, we're sharing with Isaac's.
Because that'd just be too simple. I love you, Brittany. I'll see you again. I know it. I know I will.
Not how this works, buddy. I guess we didn't teach her what the dead does. And they don't come back.
You'll be with me forever. If anyone else has anything else to say. Otherwise, go ahead, Daza.
For this next part, this was requested by Zip Quill himself. I would like to ask any Quills, any former Kettlemans, anyone that used to ride with Zip, or if you are a Quill yourself, I invite you to participate in this next part. We will now commence with blowing up Zip Quill. Yeah, we're blowing it up. Who's got the dynamite?
I do. Here, you want to do it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've got some too.
I'm staying away from that and doing no.
Here, Oscar. Actually, I would feel safer you doing that,
Yeah,
please.
it's okay.
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Thank you guys for everyone here. We're gonna FA quit as soon as the firework goes off. I can light the I can light it.
Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Everyone who was a Quil, a kettleman who rode with Zip in the past, get your guns ready. And back up a little bit. All right.
Surely this ain't happening.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, Zip.
All right, guys. I will post in the Discord when I'm back. I'm gonna send y'all off. Show some love to Lenny. Did I get this name right? Why isn't it showing her picture? Wrong name? What is it? There we go. Love you guys. Thank you guys. Show love to everyone that was here. We'll be starting a new character soon. I don't have a date. It's going to take a minute, but we'll be back. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Show love to everybody. Bye, everyone. Love y'all.